We're going to talk a little money right now, not with BNN Middleburg's Paul Bagnall, but with financial guru Shannon Lee Simmons out with her latest book on managing money.
I love the title. It's called Making Bank, and it aims to help teenagers get into the habit of tracking, saving, spending, enjoying, and ultimately growing money. So we'd like to welcome Shannon back to CP24 Breakfast. Shannon, so great of you to join us. This book should be kind of mandatory reading for all kids between 12 and 17, and you actually worked with teenagers, students,
yes,
to create this book. What was that like?
2 years. It was a blast.
Yeah.
This cohort is really unique, I think, because of social media and the information that they have and the questions they're asking. I know at 14 I wasn't asking about doubling down on my investments in the same way. I really feel like they're interested and hungry for this knowledge. I'm not sure a book like this would have landed even like 5-10 years ago. So I had a lot of fun with them. I learned a lot.
Yeah, it's interesting. I kind of grew up in the Family Ties Alex P. Keaton era.
Right.
I do remember asking my parents for a stock when I was like 12 years old or something to get started on investing. However, you know, he was a character. You've got characters in your book to kind of help sort of, you know, I guess connect it to the people reading it.
Yeah, so after the 2 years of doing this, I pulled out the common storylines that were happening, the anecdotal things I heard over and over, the questions, the things they want to do, the problems they're having. And then I created these 4 characters that go through the book so that it reads like a story and you're learning at the same time, not like a textbook. Because now they do teach personal finance in school, which is amazing.
Absolutely.
But a lot of the teens I was working with were like, it's dry. I don't, you know, I want to, if I'm going to read, I want to be engrossed and like I want to read it like a story. So that's what I did, and it's great.
That's fascinating. I can't wait to read this myself. And in this book, Shannon, you talk about kind of 5 key money principles.
Yes.
What are they?
Okay, so I have been on the front line of financial planning for almost 20 years now, and I realized long ago that there's basically 5 skills that even as adults we need. And so there's track, you know, save, spend, grow, and enjoy your money. And whether we're adults and we're doing these things, through the conversations I have with clients every single day. And we have this opportunity to teach teenagers, well, they have money for the first time in their life, but the stakes are low. They are too young to open a credit card. They're too young to open an investment account, which they're all itching to do. But they have this opportunity to practice these 5 skills where it doesn't matter if it's cryptocurrency, digital tokens, whatever they're trading in the future. This is how you manage your resource, and this is how you move yourself ahead. So this book can give them an opportunity in real time to practice it in ways that feel like, oh, that's me. I can do that tomorrow with my babysitting money or my allowance or my part-time job. And so it walks you through those 5 habits, which I think sets all of us up for success. Because if you have the habit of saving, like money comes in and I don't spend all of it, and you practice that over and over and over, by the time you turn 18, you're off to the races.
Yeah, if you can set those habits early on, you'll become a much better future saver, won't you?
Yeah, and I learned this working with young people but who were in their 20s who had never really had the opportunity to practice these skills. They're learning by doing after 18. So there's credit card debt, they're floundering in ways, there's student debt, there's overspending, and there's bad transactions and investment accounts because they're learning the same skill set and practicing the habits, but when the stakes are real. They're adult stakes, right?
Sure. So Shannon, I'm so curious about what you kind of found surprising when you spoke to these students. What is their financial literacy like these days?
I'd say it's great. I had a lot of fun with this cohort. They're really fun. They're plugged in. Like, they know what's up. They want, and they're hungry for information. It started off because a lot of parents were saying, you know, my kids don't know the value of money. They're just tapping my credit card that's in their phone. They don't know what they want to spend all this money on cosmetics at 14 or whatever. What do I do? And then after working with them, I was surprised that they really want to know about investing in a way that like shocked me. So they have a really high risk tolerance. They can't wait across both, like boys, girls, whatever. Everybody wants to invest. They want to make money fast. And I think a lot of the underlying stuff, once I picked away at it, was they are really aware that housing is expensive, that going to school and getting a job might not launch you in the same way that my generation or your generation was. And so I know now after talking to them that underlying that high risk tolerance is, you know, I want to make money soon so I can like enjoy my life and not work too hard later on. They really want that. And that was surprising to me.
That lines up with having experience with my kids, and I'm sure the same with yours. That's 100% their attitude right now.
The worries about the economy these days.
They know a lot more than we did. They're not sheltered.
Who doesn't want to make bank? Well, Making Bank, Shannon Lee Simmons. It's out today. Were you a little nervous dropping a book on April Fool's Day? Or?
Oh my gosh, I kept saying, no joke. It's real.
We're not joking around at all. Great to see you again. Okay, good luck with the book.
Congrats on the book, too.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.